But what if the soul never dies, only changes its home? Emily Carter's story may hold the answer. So let's start, and a humble request. Please use headphone for better experience. In a quiet neighborhood of Boston, Massachusetts, a girl named Emily Carter was born into an ordinary family. But from the very beginning, everyone knew she was different. There was something in her eyes, something deep, mysterious, and haunting, as if they carried memories from another time. As a child, she spoke words that left her parents restless. Whenever her mother tried to put her to sleep, Emily would whisper, "This isn't my real home." Shocked, her mother would ask softly, "Then where is your real home, Emily?" The little girl would reply in a hushed tone, "My home is in Charleston, South Carolina." At first, her mother laughed it off, thinking it was just a child's imagination. But the same words came every night, every day, until worry began to creep into the parents' hearts. One evening, Emily suddenly said, "My name is not Emily." Her mother froze. "What do you mean?" With steady eyes, the girl said, "My real name is Sarah Mitchell." Her mother chuckled nervously, thinking perhaps the child had overheard a story somewhere. But before she could say anything more, Emily continued, "I had a husband. His name was Daniel Mitchell. He owned a fabric store, and I had a child too." Her voice trembled, her tiny hands clenched, and tears welled in her eyes. "I died giving birth to that child." Her mother gasped. Her father stiffened in disbelief. How could a 4-year-old say something like this? But Emily was inconsolable. She kept crying, repeating, "My husband wept so much. My mother-in-law missed me terribly." Her father, stunned, began writing down every word. Day after day, the girl told the same story, always with the same sorrowful conviction. Finally, he decided to investigate. Quietly, he contacted people in Charleston to make inquiries. What they discovered sent chills down his spine. There really had been a woman named Sarah Mitchell, married to a man named Daniel Mitchell, a fabric store owner by trade. And yes, she had died during childbirth. When Emily's father read the report, his hands shook. He looked at his wife, and together they pieced the facts with the words of their daughter. Everything matched. Exactly. The story didn't stay secret for long. Soon, local newspapers picked it up. Crowds gathered outside their home. Curious neighbors, reporters, spiritual seekers, everyone wanted to see this strange little girl who remembered another life. An investigation committee was formed. Their task, to prove whether Emily was truly the reincarnation of Sarah Mitchell. At last it was decided, Emily must be taken to Charleston. The moment the plane touched down, the little girl pressed her face against the window, eyes shining with anticipation. "I'm going home," she whispered. Her parents shivered. And when they arrived in Charleston, Emily's reaction stunned everyone. She stepped out, her voice breaking as she cried out, "This is my city." They took her to Sarah's old house. As soon as Emily crossed the threshold, tears streamed down her face. "Here," she said softly, touching the kitchen wall. "This is where I used to cook." She pointed toward a corner. "This is where I prayed every morning." Each detail was precise. Each word cut through the crowd's skepticism. Then, the most astonishing moment arrived. When Daniel Mitchell, Sarah's husband, entered the room, Emily's face lit with raw emotion. She broke down, crying uncontrollably. "That's my husband!" Daniel staggered back, his chest heaving, tears welling in his eyes. The man who had lost his wife years ago now stood before a child who claimed to be her. Emily rushed forward, clutching his hand as if she had known that touch for lifetimes. Then she turned toward an elderly woman, Daniel's mother. "Mother," she whispered, "how have you been?" The old woman's lips trembled, her eyes flooded with tears. In that moment, it felt as though her lost daughter-in-law had truly returned. And then came the evidence no one could ignore. Emily revealed secrets only Sarah could have known. The hidden location of a jewelry box. A special family recipe Sarah alone cooked. A letter tucked away in the folds of an old quilt. Each clue was checked. Each one proved true. The room fell silent. Even skeptics lowered their heads. But the most heartbreaking moment came when Emily was introduced to Sarah's child. The little girl burst into tears, throwing her arms around the baby, her baby from another life. The child stared back in confusion, and yet something deep stirred in those innocent eyes. The crowd couldn't hold back. Men, women, everyone wept openly. The committee documented everything, declaring the case one of the most extraordinary proofs of reincarnation in American history. The news spread like wildfire. Across the country, people spoke of Emily Carter, the girl who remembered her past life as Sarah Mitchell. Scholars debated, pastors nodded knowingly, skeptics struggled to explain, but no one could deny the haunting truth in her eyes. Emily grew up caught between two worlds, the family she was born into and the family she remembered. Sometimes she played like any other child. Sometimes she broke down in tears, overwhelmed by memories too heavy for her small heart. Even as she learned to live her new life, her soul carried an ache that never truly faded. And so, her story lingers, told and retold across generations. Some believe it, some doubt it, but no one forgets it. Because when you look into Emily's eyes, you cannot escape the question, does life really end with death? Or does the soul simply turn the page and begin another story?